Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. Coming off a good weekend, Falcons win. My oldest son came in from Oregon for the weekend, man. Had a good time with the fam, man. It's great weekend, great weekend. Today what we're going to talk about is 4 areas of consistency within the game that I feel like helps people win. And first and foremost, if you can establish consistency of pressuring the quarterback, if you can get, doesn't necessarily, you don't have to always get home, but if you can, get the quarterback off his spot, if you can make him rush his reads, if you can shake his confidence about his protection, yeah, it is a known fact. If you can bring the heat in Madden or college, either one of these games, if you have something that the other guy can't pick up, yeah, it's going to be an issue. And what's going to happen is you'll eventually start to create turnovers because more than likely that person is going to eventually throw the ball. So if you can mix in the amount of pressure that you get on the quarterback, with some decent coverage, then yeah, man, it is all good. So the next important important thing is in terms of consistency, I feel like, is pass reaction speed to your defense. And so all of us can draw up a defense where we can put guys in the right spot, but as we all know, a lot of times we put these guys in the spots and they just kind of stand there and kind of blank out, as things happen either in front of them, behind them, or on the side of them. So if you can establish consistency of getting a reaction from your defenders, when your opponent does either throw the ball or drop back the pass or whatever, if the guys that you have in the area are responding, and making plays and trying to get to the ball and all that stuff, man, yeah, life is going to be good. I know we have issues with the drop picks and all that stuff, but again, for me, it's just having a consistent balance of reaction speed, and then your user game and all that kind of stuff will come into play. A lot of times, like I said, we have defenders in positions, but they just don't react. And so along with calling good defenses, we need more improved reactions. I use a defensive clock-in technique, which works really great for me. So that's why a lot of times when you guys are watching these highlights, you're seeing my guys just do stuff that's not, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's all the way out of the norm, but you do see some really good reactions by some of my defensive players, and I attribute pretty much 1,000% of that to me using the defensive clock-in technique. I mean, I call decent defenses too. Next level of consistency, and probably one of the most important ones, especially if you're a person who's going to throw the ball, is you have to have consistent pass mechanics, like in order to get the ball to the spots and the spaces that you want. If you don't, man, it is tough out here throwing the ball. And it's especially tough on your confidence if you don't know what's going to happen when you throw the ball. And so I would suggest that every person, of course, get a mechanics Bible or just get yourself in practice mode and learn the different throws for the different situations. It just has to be organic. Like I said, sometimes if you know where you want to go with the ball, that's important. But again, knowing how to make the throw, you have to start practicing making the throws. It just is what it is on this game. Once you learn it, a lot of times you guys will see me make these throws and you see the big gray catch radius on the ground. You see that little white circle that you see a lot when I throw. Yeah, focus in on that, because to me, that's where my consistency is created. Probably the most important thing offensively, I feel like, is to be able to establish consistency in your run game. And through your mechanics, a lot of what I do consists of me squeezing L2 until I put the ball or until the ball is handed to the running back. So in other words, I'm squeezing L2 right after the snap, and I'm slightly holding L2 all the way up until the quarterback puts the ball, in my running back or whoever's hands at that time. And then once you get the ball in your hands, you're going to see what that does is it's going to kind of just give you a two-way go. A lot of times it may be a stretch play that goes to the left or to the right, but a lot of times you guys miss that little instep I take when I get the ball, and that has a tremendous effect on bringing the defense into the line of scrimmage, and then I'm able to bounce it outside or bounce it left, bounce it right, and then try to find me a cutback lane somewhere. And so again, squeezing L2 from the time that you snap the ball and holding it all the way up until the time that the quarterback hands the ball to the running back will help you out tremendously with your immediate change of direction. So you see, I'm holding L2. See, when the ball is, as soon as you see the ball snap right there, I'm already on L2. I'm holding it all the way up until this exchange between the quarterback and the running back happens. And then the first thing you're going to see is me basically kind of square myself to the line of scrimmage and give myself more of an option than just the way that the play art is telling me to run. And so you see, I'm looking right here. I'm trying to survey, and what squeezing L2 does also, it's going to give your linemen a chance to not only engage the defense, but it's going to give them a chance to actually drive block a guy. Then you'll give a chance for your receivers to start picking off some of those secondary players. I think a lot of times we just hit the hole way too fast. We're nowhere near patient enough, when we get the ball, and to me, just being patient right there, you see how the hole just kind of opens up, because now, all of my blockers are engaged. And then, when it comes to the mechanics, watch me give him the Bijan. Well, watch this right here. Watch that left foot. Yeah, I see Bijan yesterday. Bijan is the only guy I know who can do a jump cut, but change direction in the middle of a jump cut. And that's what me and my homeboy was talking about this weekend. Bijan, I told him, I said, Bijan breaks animations and goes into another animation while he's already in an animation. Yeah, I actually said that. Anyway, man, y'all enjoy your day.